right, welcome back, everybody, to episode 1 of Joey and Eric's Sports Talk. Sorry, James. sorry, James. I'm crumbling here, folks. But yeah, it's our episode 1 of our Sports Talk Toe. And this week, something big happened in the WNBA where the draft lottery happened today.
So did you see the odds?
The odds?
Yeah, so the draft lottery, they obviously have odds. It's not because it's a lottery. So the worse you are, the better odds you have. But theirs goes off for the last 2 years.
I did see a thing where they pick your ball, and then you have to get a sequence of numbers or something.
Yeah, it's some weird thing. But the simple example, the simple version of it pretty much is you have more balls if you're worse. So you have a greater chance of getting the certain picks or whatever. But what happened, the interesting thing with it though is, so the Sparks had 44.2% chance. So everyone was they're getting Paige. They have the best odds. But the thing that's interesting is they technically don't have the best odds, because Dallas has had 22.7%, but they also have a trade with Chicago that if Chicago got the first pick, they could swap picks. So then Chicago had a 22.7% chance. So technically they have, 44. So they technically had a 45.2% chance. So they technically had 1.2% chance higher, because they technically have two shots at it.
So you're saying, because you said could trade with Chicago. You mean they need to trade with Chicago?
No, they know. So they can choose not to take Chicago's pick this year, or they could choose to take Chicago's pick this year. So if Chicago won the lottery, they would obviously take it.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
So technically they had higher odds. I think it is Dallas's ball that got drawn in the end, more or less. But it's just that's why it's everyone's dang, that's crazy, because everyone's the Sparks are. They've been saying it since the season was ending.
Yeah, they've been saying it all the time.
And then too, just from and that makes me think, honestly, you know how they always talk about these sports are rigged and these draft lotteries are rigged and they want to go somewhere.
Yeah,
not the WNBA, man, because her and Brink in Paige
the market
in
the market would have gone crazy.
Yeah. Now I do like the backcourt of Arike and Paige. I think the thing with Paige is she can be more of a ball handler now, and she doesn't have to jack up shots. She can just be, a triple-double type person.
That's true.
And then Arike now doesn't have to handle the ball as much, and she just be touching the shots.
Yeah, she doesn't have to do all the legwork, literally carry the team on her back.
Yeah, so I think Paige is going to get her better shots, and then they're going to be good. Arguably, the best backcourt in the WNBA next year.
Arguably?
Yeah, I mean,
how long has Arike been in the league? Do you know?
I think she's 30, so probably
Ay, Dios mío.
7. I want to say
Kelsey's younger than, dude. Kelsey and Caitlin, dude, they're younger.
Yeah, but
Arike did pop off at the All-Star game, though.
Arike is kind of nasty, dude. But
she'd be shooting, and like you said, she'd be bricking shots up, but they land somehow.
So I think Caitlin is better than Paige, but I think Arike is better than Kelsey. So then it's that's why it's arguable, because I think if CC takes any kind of jump, it ain't even gonna be close.
Dude, next year she's gonna come back with 20 pounds of muscle, dude. She's gonna be unstoppable.
Legitimately though, if she ends up being a 25 point, 25 7 and 15 16 assists or some shit.
Yeah.
Because what did she end up last year? I think it's 12 or 13 or some shit. But it's that's gonna be almost unbeatable. But also too, it's how are they gonna balance shots? Because I think they're gonna the new coach is gonna want to get Boston more involved.
Have they announced the new coach yet for Dallas?
I think they did the other day.
It's is it LA Sparks? Kurt Miller?
It might be,
because I want to say he tweeted ha, 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 who got the last laugh.
Oh, okay, it probably is though, because I had just seen they had got a new coach. Because that's the big thing in the news, the draft, and then There's
Okay,
like some
so
other drama.
I was gonna say Caitlin Clark's 2024 stats were 19.2 points,
hmm
5.7 rebounds, 8.4 assists, and then 1.3 steals.
Okay. So it was like that second half though she was going crazy though, but I guess she did start off slow because in the second half she was averaging practically 10 a game. But if that's the thing, Caitlin's probably gonna score a couple more points. So if Caitlin's like 25, 7, and 10, and then like Kelsey just can shoot, but also too, it's like I think Paige and Arike can do more. Like they're more well rounded, where it's just like Mitchell's kind of just a scorer.
Yeah, because like Arike can get in the paint, you know.
Mm-hmm.
She does those nasty fadeaways.
Yeah, like I think she's like bigger. Like Kelsey Mitchell's she's small, but she's fast.
She's just tiny. Yeah.
Yeah. So she can use her speed.
She's like 5'7" or something.
Yeah, where let's see. So Arike's 27. She'll be me and her share the same birthday actually.
Damn, dude.
She'll be 28 though at the start of the next season.
Oh no, then I think the edge is to Arike and Paige. Yeah. If Paige acclimates to the W, you know.
Correct.
Which I'm sure. I mean, people doubted CC would do it. I'm not going to doubt that Paige isn't going to do it.
Yeah. Because Arike is 5'8", 165, but she's like stocky. Like, so she's strong.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's going to be a learning curve. Like, but I think I'd rather Paige go here with someone like Arike that can carry the scoring load. Because if she went to the Sparks, people are going to be like, carry the team. Like, and here she doesn't have to carry the team.
I guess, yeah, you're right.
Because like
I forget the Sparks' roster was going to be Brink, probably Rakia, probably starting.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Ambi's probably coming back, right?
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, and then I don't know who else were their last two.
Yeah, let's see. I'll look it up right now.
It was funny though, because the W was like put up a graphic of like the last time these franchises got the first pick, and it was like, where is it? It was like Chicago Sky, never, like all caps.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like they've never gotten the first pick, and then then Angel Reese replied like, "Did you really have to do all caps?"
That's great. I love it.
And then Dallas got it in 2021 with Charlie Collier. Got it in 2012 with Nika Ngomike, and then Washington got it in 1999 with Chamika Holdsclaw.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
So the way I look at their lineup is probably going to be, so you got Brink and Hamby playing like bigs, and then you would have like Rakia playing like. So yeah, those three are going to be like the forward centers, and then it would have been. So then they don't, obviously they're not getting Paige, but then it would have been Paige, and then the guards would have been like probably Nurse and Lexi Brown.
Oh, okay.
And and that sucks. Like, I mean, because that team, like, but if you look at those names, it's kind of just like they would expect her to carry the team.
Yeah.
And you seem like Cece could handle it, but like that's what they expected from her. And then it was just like, oh, do this, do this, do this. And then once she started doing it, then they're like, well, actually, her team's really good.
Well, she had a stacked team.
Yeah, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Fever end up with the 8th pick, I think it turned out to be.
Oh, I didn't even check what they got.
Yeah. So it's looking like they'll probably go forward. But at that point, I mean, in most drafts, it's really like the top 3 players, and that's about it. And then you hope that other people can be role players.
I mean, LA, I know they were hoping for that first pick, but like last year they got the second pick, Cameron Brink. So like,
yeah,
they still got pretty good chances to get a good player, you know?
Yeah. And that's the thing too, where it's, we'll see how it shakes out. And then too, like free agency is gonna happen. Trades are gonna happen. Like we can't just look at their roster.
We still got the whole Valkyrie thing happening in December.
Yeah, and that's gonna shake things up because people are going to become available, and then you're going to find out they're available, and you're going to trade from them. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's not ideal that everyone was talking, like all the mock drafts were just picking Pages going to LA, but
all day
the W said, "Nah, we're rewriting the script."
Not today. Yeah, so it ends up actually being Dallas got 1, Sparks got the Wings got 1, Sparks with 2, Sky with 3, Mystics with 4, Valkyrie automatically gets 5. Washington Mystics from Atlanta via Dallas Wings trade. So Washington at 6, yeah. Liberty at 7. Fever get 8, Storm at 9, and then Chicago got the second pick with 10, and then Lynx at 11, Mercury at 12 from the Liberty.
Okay.
Yeah, so Chicago getting 2 picks is huge. And 3, you can still get a really good player. I'm assuming they're going to get a guard. And then it's going to be interesting to see what Golden State does, because we have no idea what their roster is yet.
No. And then the other big news that came out was Unrivaled coaches were announced. And
that's it.
Teresa Weatherspoon is going to be a head coach of an Unrivaled team. And so, Angel tweeted like, boom shakalaka, like we're back, we're reunited.
Yeah.
And then the other ones are Phil Handy, Adam Harrington, Nola Henry, DJ Sackman, and Andrew Wade.
Whoever is Team Sackman, that's my team. I don't care who's on the roster.
Sackman. I kind of like Phil Handy.
Yeah. Handy and Sackman. All right.
Yeah. But yeah, that's other big news, I guess. Oh, and then just a slight something might be happening with the Storm. I don't know. Could be like it could be messy. But that is it for this week. We are wrapping up our I'm getting notes from the producer. Okay, so the Storm management is getting investigated for possibly mistreating or favoring the players. Alleged harassment and bullying tied to on-court performance. So, I personally like the Storm, but we'll see what happens because of this. We'll see if any true allegations come out, or if this is just Twitter heads being Twitter heads. But yeah, that's episode 1 of Jaime and Arike Sports Talk. Jaime didn't bring any other news. We just talked about the W, but it is what it is.
Dude, it was a new news about the W, though. All right, you want me to talk about the Bears? They lost. The field goal got blocked. It was terrible. I hated it. And you know what? That's it. We're done.
Yeah. That's it. We're done.